Okay everybody, we're doing a different type of video. This actually, believe it or not, really is a First Amendment audit. It will be an attempt. It won't be particularly spectacular, unfortunately, but we're at a fascinating locale. We are standing about 50 feet away from the private road upon which Elon Musk lives. This road winds up through the hill, probably a good half mile, and it just share this road with another property that's much closer to the road that I'm on now. But indeed, Elon Musk lives at this address just at the top. In fact, he listed this house for $35 million for sale at the end of May of this year, 2020. As far as I know, there's been no movement on the property, and this was his main residence in this area. So it is possible, if we continue to audit not only this location, but other locations that allow access and viewpoints of the property, we may end up indeed with something quite interesting. Unfortunately, right before I started filming, I did see a car that went up this driveway. It was a nice car. It wasn't chauffeur driven or anything totally spectacular, just the normal Mercedes or whatever we constantly see around here. It's probably just a staff member or something like that. But we will be coming back to this location. At any rate, let's go ahead and move forward and let you guys see exactly what's going on. This is a house just across the street. Has nothing to do with him. It's just a normal house, very typical for this area. And this is actually the neighborhood that I grew up in. Not far from here, really, as the crow flies, like a mile from here. We had two properties. So here we are. This is his entrance. This is in fact it. 893 is his neighbor that shares this road. But if you look right here, we have 891, and that is indeed Elon's residence. You can see there's a little bridge on their private road, and that bridge goes over a creek that is fed by a reservoir. That's another mile or two up the road. Had many great adventures there too growing up in this area as well. I would imagine that as we go further up the road, which I wish we could do, there certainly will be a guard tower, and he has security and whatnot. I really wish that he had that set up right down here, because I'm never going to be able to get up to where their security is, so I don't think we're going to end up having those great First Amendment auditing moments where there's pushback and I have to insist that I'm on public property, etc., etc. Would be very fascinating to see how his security would react to a proper First Amendment audit. So we will be spending some time here coming through. I probably won't post every video that I make here, but I will be coming through here regularly, hoping that we end up with some kind of encounter, perhaps with Mr. Musk himself. There are other areas in this neighborhood where you get views and even access points to this property. Kind of over this ridge is where I had some friends that lived, and where I went to school is very, very close to here. That's also like less than a half a mile from here. So I'm very familiar. I have a lot of local knowledge that kids that grew up in this area have about some of these ridges and paths that run through these areas. Lots of great mountain biking and BMX terrain as well too. So we will be doing some further audits, but this is our first one to just try to see exactly what's here and what are the possibilities. Very, very soon we'll come around to the other side where there's some massive hills. There's an area called Top of the World where you see the whole Bay Area, and we will be skating that gnarly, gnarly hill and capturing other views of Elon and exploring the other driveways that access this property. This property is quite a few acres. I think it's 35 acres or something like that. I know it's on the market for $35 million. This neighborhood houses start at I don't even know these days. Prices have gone up so much, but probably are starting at $7 million and going up to, $100 million. There are some estates in this area that are really spectacular, that actually are far more spectacular than Mr. Musk's. Mr. Musk's is particularly fascinating because he has so much land. It's a massive plot of land. But there are other estates in this area that are much more impressive than his is. And we will be seeing some of those along the way. So we'll hang out here for a minute. I wish we would have some kind of contact. It's just extremely unlikely that we will have any contact. Hey, but you never know. There's some Range Rover people. Yeah, this area, it's very rare that you even see a cop. It's extremely rare. Growing up in this area, the number of cop encounters I had could be counted on less than one hand. I mean, but you never know. In this day and age, we've got a lot of and us. I won't say. I'm trying to keep it very clean. Proper audit, folks, as well as I can. Yeah, so sadly, it is starting to get dark, and I very much doubt we're going to have any action here today. But we will keep pressing, and I'm quite certain that we're going to get much more interesting footage than what we've captured here today. In fact, there's a little trail that gives access to that creek and whatnot if somebody really wanted to do an infiltration op. And that area, that creek, that's publicly owned land as well. Really, I don't have much intention of going down there. It's largely pointless. It's not like I'm going to infiltrate his property, you know. Even I am not really up for that. I don't need that arrest and those headlines and that type of scrutiny, bro. Really, really, really don't. But it should get interesting, and we will be poking and prodding at other entrance points, and we'll see what we can stir up. All right, I'm going to start heading out of here. There's actually some mosquitoes, which is rare in California. But because of this creek and this humid time of the year, they seem to be active. All right, let's start moving. right, we got an incline. So the skating stops, which is good because I'm fucking out of shape. Let's go. And this is that same creek that Elon's little private bridge goes over. As you can see, there's other properties along here that have private bridges. All right, guys, let me just catch my breath. Gotta be in top shape for the hills of San Francisco and for the fucking freaks and the tweaks. Oh. All right, so our first probe of the Musk estate is in the can. We'll just have to see where it goes from there. But I have high hopes. There will be some kind of encounter, boys. I promise you that. Oh, man. All right, we're finally coming to the end of this damn incline. Uh-oh, lost cat. Whoa. Interesting. Beautiful house, but they sure have let their landscaping go in recent years, huh? Probably elderly. This is actually the second oldest old money neighborhood in all of California. Old money didn't start in California until the gold rush. Hey, there we go, 5-0. 5-0, 5-0, 5-0. Hillsborough PD. Hey, he just keeps going. Somebody easily could have called and said, Jesus, there's some guy poking around the Musk estate, blah, 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 you know. If we keep going, maybe that'll happen. But it's not all that likely. Like I said, in this neighborhood, you rarely have any encounters like that. I grew up for years and years in this neighborhood. Had all my friends, all my high school experiences, all that stuff in this neighborhood. Never had anybody call the cops on me because I was walking around. Just doesn't really happen. But you never know, especially in 2020, because 2020 is a hell of a year, isn't it? Anything's possible in 2020. All right, finally, kind of coming into civilization here a little bit. This is a school here coming up. And believe it or not, folks, we're less than a half a mile from where my original few videos have been shot. This is just like a fucking stone's throw away from there. Had I taken a different route, where it's more of a downhill the whole way, I'd be down there at that location that you guys have already seen before. The scene of many incidences of terror. Yeah, that's the other part of the school across the street here. Some nice redwoods. We've got plenty of them in this part of California still. All right, we're going to cut through this way and start heading to downtown. My God, this bench kind of looks sort of good, dude. Let's go for it. Fucking hell. I'm doing something I swore I would never do, which is to come out in fucking 100-degree weather and shoot a video. But a buddy of mine I was talking to last night mentioned to me that, hey, the Musk estate is right where you used to live. And I was like, wow, I didn't even know that. I think maybe it only became common knowledge once he put the house on the market. He probably, kept it very, very quiet before that. But when you're trying to sell a house, even at that price, you do want to get the word out to your potential buyers. So there he sits. You guys have seen the entrance. And we will be seeking other encounters. It should be quite interesting. Yeah. I wanted to give them a chance to make an approach if that's what somebody had in mind. No, it's so mellow around here. These things just don't happen. I see madness all over the country. I realize this area is completely atypical. And thank God for that. It was a real blessing to grow up here. Thank you very much, Dad. Father has 2 doctorate degrees and many patents to his name in a high-tech firm that creates devices based upon his patents, which is how we were able to enjoy such a nice lifestyle in this neighborhood growing up. So thank you very much, Dad. Fantastic. Yeah. That's another thing, too. I shouldn't even really go into it. I'll just sound like such a fucking kook. After people seeing this, what can I really fucking say? But, I'm gonna be... I don't know, man. I don't even know if I should go into it. It's just... It's just so atypical. What does my experience relate and have anything to do with anybody else's? What can I really say? I have a lot to say, but I guess it's just not happening right now. Fuck it. Let's start walking, huh? No time to get soppy and sentimental. Let's go. Tobacco-free school. The kids that go here are like 10. Nobody smokes around here either. It's weird. Other parts of the country, I noticed a lot of people smoke. Around here, nobody fucking smokes. No, they smugly drive around in their Teslas, believing that they're not polluting, overlooking common and basic facts. But that's what they do. Hey, here we go. We ourselves are going over a bridge on that same creek, and this one's not private. Oh, yeah, I know that house there. I knew the family that lived there not long ago, actually. Not personally, it was on a professional level. I did a Photoshop job for this woman and scanned and touched up like, 1,000 photos or whatever the hell it was. And that paid very well, considering it took me one night and it was fun and easy. It was one long night. By long night, I mean, 24 hours. Oh, look at that. Nice columns, huh? Hey, is that 5-0 up there? Look at those cars. Holy shit, we found something happening in Hillsboro. This is astonishing. Yeah, unfortunately, it's a fire truck plus cops situation. And like I said, old money in this neighborhood and old people. So unfortunately, one has to kind of assume perhaps this is an incident related to old age. So I'm not really intending to stop and involve myself in any way whatsoever. I had someone very near and dear to me, somebody that was the queen of this neighborhood, that died in my arms 3 years ago. And that type of grief I'm still dealing with. So if these people have any kind of situation like that, I'm not going to do the slightest goddamn thing to make it worse or interfere or cause any concern or grief whatsoever. So I think we're just going to keep moving. But we will exercise our First Amendment right to film while we do so. Causers, a couple firemen. Like I said, folks, we're just going to keep moving. We don't want to interfere with whatever they have going on there. I know many of you would probably like me to stay and stand and film And I could, and maybe I should. But to tell you the truth, I was never planning on coming across something like this in my own neighborhood. It's awkward. It's fucking awkward. I might be violating the pact growing up. No cops ever fucked with me, and I never really fucked with anybody else in this neighborhood. We kept all our terrorizing for other places we would go. Although once we did, there's that reservoir I was talking about, and it goes under Highway 280. And Highway 280 is like, I don't know, at least 100 feet above the road that we were on initially, that Musk lives on, as a matter of fact. And me and my crazy friends, we had heard from other kids or whatever that you can climb up underneath that bridge and get above Crystal Springs Road. So we went up there a couple times, and the excitement wore off. One of my friends had a glass Alhambra bottle. You know, those ones that are like 5 gallons or whatever the hell they are. The big ones that dispense water. Yeah. So we filled that thing half full with gasoline and put a big rag in it like a shirt or whatever and hauled that thing all the way up underneath that bridge and waited until there was no cars. And then we dropped that thing all the way down 100 feet down onto the road where it exploded in flames. And we got so freaked out by that, we never went back and climbed up there. I've never been back, and that's like a long-ass time ago. Oh my God, I forgot about that. So we did do a little bit of terrorizing in this neighborhood. Not really at much face-to-face action, though, you know. My natural tendency is to respect people's privacy. I love my own privacy, believe it or not. So that is my natural tendency. So that's those are dilemmas and things that I'll have to face as we go along with this. I'm completely new to this whole filming in public routine, and I don't have particular interest in going into government buildings and filming this and that. My interests are more what's happening out here on the streets amongst the people, the hoi polloi, because that's where we have a lot of the problem. Unbelievable. I can't believe that we had any kind of cop-type action in Hillsborough like this. That is funny, man. I mean, that is really funny. Hey, look at this. Kazer's turning around. Wouldn't that be funny if he came and tried to say something to me? I'm going to eat him fucking alive if he tries to say jack shite to me. And no, just the normal crap. That would have been pretty funny, though. No, I will tear somebody like that apart. Like I said, I grew up in this neighborhood, and if some cop thinks he's going to come and question me or try to push me around, oh my God, is he going to get a surprise? But no hostilities. Like I said, things just don't really go down like that around here. Hey, look at this. We can skate again. We're heading downtown to the scene of the various conflicts. So let's go. This is the road that we were on for my first video. It's actually on this road, a little bit down the ways here when we get downtown. God, this road sucks. What the fuck? an apartment building I lived in once, not long ago. Fuck this. It's kind of uphill again. Let's get out of the road. Well, it looks like they painted those condos since I saw that. Yeah, it looks different. Let's sidewalk surf it, take it chill. All right, this is the scene where we started the first video for the channel. And there will be many more moments of madness, I assure you of that. Here's another billionaire we're going to have some activities with who owns this spectacular property. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Oh, this is exactly where we started the first video. You guys will remember this view. That property across the street and the property next door to where I am and others right here, all owned by a particular billionaire. And we have some auditing and some actions involving he and his operation that we're going to be involving ourselves with. Son of a bitch. Supposed to be in shape. But we've got quite a bit to do to make it happen. We're not there yet, bro. All right, let's walk through. Oh my God. Walking. Restaurant. I don't even know if they're open or what. Although they do have that outdoor dining area. Maybe they've been open through all of this nonsense. Weird. COVID. Lots of it. Whatever. Nice restaurant though. I know somebody knows the owner. Oh, I thought there was a big mirror in here. I was going to walk up to a mirror. People have been wondering what's up. Is that bathroom open? No, we got to do it another time. Bastards. I don't even know if I really want to go this way. Let's go out the other way. Well, all the sheeple of this town, they're lucky. They're lucky I've been exercising all afternoon. The rage is completely expunged. Yeah, well, I don't anticipate any exciting confrontations at the moment. No, guys, you got to help me out. Let's get more subs. We want to go live in San Francisco, where we will be hunting the fucking libs. Yes, we will. Oh, yes. Gulags revisited. Fucking boring. But this does show you guys how close my normal stomping grounds are for my videos to where Elon is. It's close. What is that? It's half a mile? Definitely it's nowhere near a mile. We just skated it in 10 minutes or whatever the hell it was, and it wasn't all downhill. Typical sheeple of San Mateo. Here they are. Oh, I just want to keep going. I'm so hot. Yeah, you want to know the truth? Here's the typical denizens. I'll reserve comment for another video. I've got plenty of other things I want to explode about. Fucking mask wearer. Disgusting people, they're everywhere. Fucking sheep. I don't even fucking have a mask, dude. Fucking ridiculous bastards. We should do that. I've gone into grocery stores, no mask. People everywhere. Go through the self-checkout, no hassle. I don't know, maybe people just don't want to fuck with me. Eventually somebody will. More gulags. Oh, look at that. They have a coveted table that's not in the gutter. They're really lucky. Look at that social distancing. They put that table like fucking 40 feet away from the other one. Oh, my favorites. Like I said, they're lucky I'm tired. Just don't quite have it in me to go into a physical expression of rage. Not today, tomorrow. No, we're gonna stick on this Elon thing. It's been really hot here. I don't want to go to the top of the world and get those views of Elon and skate that monster of a hill in this type of weather. It's not fun. Oh my God, I hope you guys can see this. It's kind of dark. Look at all the arrows and the nonsensical crap on the floors. This is Pete's Coffee. Look at this crap. Unfucking believable. Enter here. Oh my God. Yeah, there you go. Look at that. Looks almost cartoon-like a kid drawing for kids in a cartoon or something, which is also fucking depressing. So, fuck you, Pete's Coffee. Scum. My God, look at this. Dude, we're going in there. We gotta barge in there for a confrontation. Look at this. Should we let this nonsense stand? Or should we go in there and confront them and get their adrenaline up, open up their fucking pineal gland, see if we can insert some truth into these bastards? Jesus. It just makes the person sick. It really does. Let's get the fuck out of here. I gotta get out of here before I start going into rage mode for real, man. I want to put down the skateboard, take a nice shower, and hopefully have a decent video out of this damn thing, man. I got out there too late. I was a little rushed trying to make the whole Elon happen. But we did get out there to location 1. I say if we go scout the other locations and kind of rotate those, primarily at the one I was just at. It's so close. And I did see one car go up that driveway. We've got the mailboxes. I didn't see a mailbox for 891. Maybe that's in the footage. I don't know. Definitely saw 893, and it looked like the postman. I saw postman service 893. Elon probably, has all his crap is obviously delivered to some office somewhere with staff and whatnot, and there's nothing being delivered directly to his house unless one of his staff people is bringing it to him. But I say we'll find some action. This is another target in the future. See that? Some of you people that are historically knowledgeable will recognize that name. You might be able to tell exactly what I'm going to do when I come to this place. I've got history with these people too. Oh yes, indeed I do. So we will be back. Pancho Villa Taqueria. Pancho Villa, folks. If you don't know, look it up. Or wait for the next video and you soon will know all about the murderous, raiding, killing, raping, child slaughtering Pancho Villa. Great hero to many of our neighbors in the South. Might as well keep going. Gotta go for round 2 on those signs. Totally feeling that. There they are, keeping themselves distant from each other. Because death lies around every corner, constantly lying in wait. Just like it has every flu season for millennia. So let us run in terror and give up all of our rights. For the love of God, let's go. I don't like being behind such people. I really don't. Jesus, I came on the wrong side of the street. We're going there, folks. Stopping off to see a friend. Because a friend in need is a friend indeed. There was a reason for the slight detour. The reason was to avoid the location of the last confrontations. That's why. See, I'm paying a price. COVID thwarts me again. After a long day of skating and hoofing through hills, I finally get in my location and have to go like 2-3 blocks out of my way. Too funny. I want to go back too. I kind of messed up the shot of kicking that sign that flew into the shoe store with the velvet rope, I didn't get it in frame very well. I'm not looking at my phone when I'm shooting. I'm holding it in my left hand, kind of far away from myself, I mean, I did get it in the shot, but it wasn't nearly as spectacular as it was for the people that witnessed it. So, like I said, I'm new at walking around in public filming, but we're going to get it done. We are going to get it done. But guys, like, share, subscribe. We need those subs so we can get live and start going to San Francisco where we can really make shit happen. There's, no rules in that environment. That was my experience growing up. Here, all sorts of different rules and lots of etiquette. Up there, it's just like a fucking free-for-all. Okay, here we go. We're going to end it here. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.